Hi everybody. Hope everyone's having a wonderful New Year's Eve. My New Year's Eve. It's just me. On my own. Gonna try this on. This is super cute. I need to find the bottom of it. Hold on. Isn't this cute? I need to find the bottom of it. Okay, let's go in the other room. See if I can find the bottom of this swimsuit. Let me see if it's in here. Has to be here somewhere, right? This doesn't go. Put this on while I'm looking for. Where's the bottom of that swimsuit? It's not it. I have this one. This one doesn't go either. It's not there. I cannot find the registration for my car. I looked everywhere and I still can't find it. Is it in here? Alright. Nope. Okay. Oh, it goes over there. Let me check. Ow, that hurt. My toe. I'm trying to see if I can find the top, the bottom. I don't think it's in there. Sorry. All right. That's not it. Look in here. That's my dress that I wore yesterday. Oh. Okay. Let me look in here. Huh. They go into that suitcase. Nothing in there. just don't know how two of them can just disappear. Just this dress. Sorry, I smashed my knee and I don't know. I'm just waiting to check out the x-ray. See what happened to it. I did the x-ray and the stupid ass doctor didn't even call me. I don't understand. I just can't put weight on it because it hurts. I'm looking for the bottom of that. I don't think it's in there. I heard someone at the door. It's weird, isn't it? Almost stood in a thumbtack. Good thing. Alright. Okay. I have to get on the gram. Sorry. My knee hurts me, so I can't really put too much thing on it. Looking for the bottom of that swimsuit. Where's the bottom? Huh. I found another bottom or top, and this. Ooh, look! I'll try that one on for you. Has to be in here, right? What's that? Sorry, just. Alright. I'll put you right there. Try this on. I'm just gonna dump everything out and put everything back in again. Why isn't it in here? Ooh, look what I found. See? Isn't it nice? Found it. Isaac told me he's going to help me clean my room. Really, Isaac? What are you going to do? How are you going to help me? I wish I could put weight on that knee, but it hurts me. Put everything back in again. Try and keep the swimwear in one place. Putting everything back in again. Sorry, I'm just... Look at this. It's a cover up. Why can't I find my... I just don't understand how I can't find my title to my car. I've looked everywhere and I can't find it anywhere. Sorry if my videos are all over the place. It's not my intention. Just kind of try to figure things out in my mind. I love swimsuits. Got a bruise right there. Wow. I think you should be confident no matter how you look, you know. I definitely go through phases that I look like crap. And I feel like crap. This time of year is hard when you don't see your children. It's hard. I was out with this guy last night, this friend of mine, that I have absolutely no interest in. We went to a nice place. We went to, what was it called? The Baca downtown. It was nice. He just couldn't stay late. Just trying to see what this looks like. This needs a wash. Wish you knew how I felt in my mind. Sorry. I just have this obsession with clothes. I think because I don't see my children, like I'm just turning to clothes to kind of make myself feel better. You know? You should check out my Instagram. Put a lot of letters and stuff there for my children on Instagram. You know? I don't even know if they ever read them. And then I had this person from a 208 number pretending to be my son. First of all, if you're pretending to be my son, it's not a 208 number. And you can keep your opinions to yourself when it comes to my children. The person was telling me to move on. Stop doing the letters. Stop doing this. What kind of a mother would I be if I stopped doing things for my kids? I write them letters every day. Every day. I write letters to my children. And I never ever hear anything back. My oldest son is almost 18. And I never hear back. Never reaches out to me. It's not even his fault. He's just scared. Because that's what my ex has done to him. You know. If you reach out, so-and-so's going to happen to you. Who does that to children? Like who does that to kids? You know, threatens them. They talk to their mother like something's going to happen. Just upsets me though. It's hard. I've been going through this for 8 years. And of course, it's going to screw with your mind. You know what I mean? I hate looking at other people with children. It upsets me. I hate it. You know, it's hard. I don't want to deal with it anymore. Sorry. I just would love to see my boys at Christmas. The fact that they never reach out to me, it's just hurtful. The fact that they're so brainwashed, you know. I don't have any control over it. I can't make them reach out to me. I just know they're missing out in a beautiful relationship with their mom. Just because I don't have the money they have. I would never do to him what he's done to me. Like I would never turn the children against him. But the fact is, he's a narcissist. His name is Paul Brian Baca and he lives in Albuquerque. On Red Bloom Road. And he works in Sandia Labs because his uncle is in management. He got his house because his mother gave him the down payment, Vera Ginny Schulte. $100,000 down payment. I mean, he's 50 years old. He's had everything provided. You know, he's never had to work for anything. He's always had everything handed to him. And it's the worst betrayal. Like, when you're married to someone and they choose their parents over you, it's the worst betrayal ever. It's the most hurtful thing anybody can do. Choose their parents over their wife. I have no respect for him. I never want to see him again. I want nothing to do with him. He never had anything good to say to me. Never gave me any compliments. Never told me he loved me. I would have to say it to him, but he would never say it to me. I just want my kids. I don't give a shit about him. The fact is, he's been him and his father and his mother have been brainwashing my children since they were, my youngest was 6. Now my kids don't want anything to do with me. They're afraid to go against them. You know what I mean? They prefer to hurt me than to hurt him, than to hurt his parents. I'm so used to being hurt. It's just become normal to me. I've done everything. I've no more money to go to court. Need to start working. I've gone through all the 401k. Now I can't do that anymore. 'Cause there's nothing left. I should be a drug addict, right? Should be addicted to drugs. Drinking champagne every day. I mean, I'd love to drink champagne every day. I love champagne. I was out last night with my friend and he told me, he's like, oh, live it up. Do something. You know, have something to drink. And I'm like, then I'd just be back to square one again. I'd just be doing what I was doing before. You know? I thought I was, like, when I was homeless and I got an apartment, it would help with my children. It never helped anything. And then when I went to school and I got 2 degrees, that never did anything either. It's like nothing I did made a difference. They just believed, or they didn't want to do any more investigation. It was just whatever he said. You know what? It's the worst betrayal to have your spouse take... I watched him take his father's side against me. I watched him, and it was the most hurtful thing. Now he has my children, and I'm on my own. And my own kids won't even talk to me, so... I don't know what to do anymore. What's this look like? Damn it, look. Got freaking bleach on this. Destroyed it, and I really liked it. I'm just hurt, you know. I'm just hurt. I keep putting my heart out there just to get it smashed to pieces. There's only so much a person can take. I don't know what to do. Because I live with the hurt, you know what I mean? Nobody else has to live with hurt. Sure they do, but... I think about my kids every single day. My oldest is almost 18 and he never reaches out to me, not even for Mother's Day. It just hurts. What do you do? What do you do when your own children don't even want nothing to do with you? Let's see how many. 25 minutes. I don't have any plans for today or tomorrow. I don't even have a freaking turkey. I love Christmas. Christmas is my favorite time of year, but when you don't see your children, not even Caden. Caden doesn't even want nothing to do. I used to have such a beautiful relationship with Caden. Now I don't even feel like a mother anymore. I think in 10 more years I'm going to be a freaking hoarder. Because this messes you up. It messes up your head. Messes up your mind. I don't know what to do. Am I wasting my time making videos for my children? I do it because I care. I do it because I care about them, but they don't care about me anymore. Colin, your mother loves you. And if you think I don't, just because they give you all these gifts and all these presents and all this shit, so you can forget about your mother. I care about my boys. I care about my children so much. And it just hurts knowing that they don't care about you. I mean, they don't reach out to me. They don't wish me happy Mother's Day. They want nothing to do with their mom. Because he's put all these evil thoughts in their minds and in their heads that I'm a horrible person. They don't want to go against their father, right? They prefer to hurt their mom than to go against their father. I'm so used to being hurt, because I am hurt. I'm very hurt. I'd like nothing more than to frickin' drink 2 bottles of champagne. That's what I'd love. I haven't drank since August 22. And then I drank before that, and then I didn't, and then I was sober for like 2.5 years. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. You have all this hurt inside of you, and instead of, then you end up getting mad at your own children, you know. All I want is for them to talk to me, you know, just reach out to their mother and talk to me. I don't think I'm asking for that much. And if they talk to me, then they would see like nothing he's telling them is true. But they won't talk to me because they're scared to go against their grandfather, their grandmother and him. Samuel Baca, the ex-police chief. Vera Jenny Schulte from the park above, who thinks she's a humanitarian. I mean, they give them all these gifts, so, like, gives them all these new phones. I give him child support, right? I pay him child support every month, and I'm not even working. It's coming out of the 401k. And he doesn't even pay for their phone. He has his father paying for the boy's phone. And, you know, if I was with my kids, I'd monitor everything they're doing on their phone. And I can't do any of that. They just treat you like garbage. Like you mean nothing. They're teaching the children to have no respect for their mom. How am I supposed to move on? I mean, they're my children. How am I supposed to move on? I've gone through this since 2016. I've gone through this. The hurt, the pain, the anger, all of the emotions that go along with that. Now I went home to my father's funeral and I saw all of my nieces and nephews, and my own children weren't even there. And then I came back, and I didn't get back until like midnight, like 11 to the airport, and there was no one there to greet me. None of my children were there. Connor didn't even show up. They didn't even call me and say, you know, I'm sorry, Geraldine, that your dad died. They didn't even call me. Because you know why? My feelings mean nothing. My hurt means nothing. Nobody wants anything to do with it. No one wants to help in any way, shape, or form. Everybody wants to turn their back because it's so much easier to turn their backs, to just. I don't see my children when I get up in the morning. I don't see my kids. I don't get to hug my kids. They don't get to hug me. I don't get to talk to them. I thought putting my story out there, people would do something. People would do. That's what I thought. I said, you know, darling, you put your story out there and people will do something. You know what? No one ever did anything. No one ever offered to help. No one ever did anything. I never see my boys. And you know what? That hurts like hell. It hurts like hell knowing your own flesh and blood doesn't even care about you. Your sons that you gave birth to want nothing to do with you. And everybody's telling you to move on. Forget about it, move on. I didn't give birth to 3 children to be on my own, to spend Christmases alone, to be on my own. It's not the reason I gave birth to 3 kids. To benefit him, right? This man, or boy, or whatever you want to call him, He has no soul. If he can do this to the mother of the kids, he's capable of hurting anybody. If he can do this to me, he can do it to my children. Yes. Doesn't matter anymore. I don't feel like a mother anymore. I struggle all the time. I struggle all the time. Internally, I struggle. I don't know how a court can just give him everything and give me nothing. And I don't know how everybody can just sit back and do nothing. There's no help like for parental alienation. No one gives a shit. No one wants to help. And then, you know what? I don't want to hear people telling me they're sorry. I couldn't care less. Sorry doesn't mean crap to me. There's people out there that can do something. They choose not to. There's people out there that can help, and they choose not to. Because it's so much easier to turn a blind eye than to offer to help. Anyway, you know, I go through, you know, where I'm good. This is the matching skirt. And then I go through where I'm shitty and I feel crappy. And then I feel good again. And then I feel hurt and I feel anger. It's kind of a roller coaster in your mind, right? I just want somebody that can do something to tell me that they care. That's all I want. I want somebody that can do something. Say, hey, Jardine, I care. I can do something. Isn't 8 years long enough to go through this? And to suffer and to be on your own? Isn't 8 years enough? And people say, oh, you know what, Jardine, move on. You can't move on. You cannot move on, okay? Doesn't work like that. You can't move on. Hurt just doesn't go away. It doesn't evaporate. Why do you think I haven't been in a relationship? Because I'm hurt. I'm very hurt. All I want is for my sons to reach out and say, Jardine, I care about you. I miss you. That's what I want. I don't think as a mother that I'm asking too much, you know. Am I asking too much for as a mom to want my boys to care about them? But all they do is listen to whatever his father and his mother and him are all the bad things that they're telling the children. They're not telling the children one good thing about their mom. They don't have any pictures of me. They want my children to act like I don't even exist. My boys get all these freaking electronics and latest phones. He doesn't even pay for my children's phone. I give him like $400 and almost $50, and I'm not even working. It's coming right out of my 401k. I can't even see my children. They won't even reach out to me because they're so afraid of losing their inheritance. They're so afraid of losing the lifestyle that they have. But that's worth so much more than a relationship with their mom. You fuck all those politicians. They're not going to do nothing. That's why I never vote. Why am I going to vote for people that are never going to help? Suzanne Lujan Martinez, useless. What was the other person? Can't even remember her name. I wrote freaking 5 emails to Suzanne Martinez. No, she can give a shit. Because she's useless. There's no help out there for people going through parental alienation. There's no help. Like, there's nothing. And you know, one parent gets everything and they get to brainwash the children, and then the other parent gets nothing. I live 1 hour away from my boys. 1 hour. I can't even talk to them. They don't even reach out to me. They want nothing to do with me. And this has been going on for 8 years. It hasn't gotten any easier. It hasn't gotten easier at all. The hurt is there. Doesn't get any easier. I make these videos because I'm trying to feel good about myself, you know. I thought putting my message out there, you know, I feel good about I feel crap. I feel crappy, you know. I feel like shit because I don't hear from my boys. Is this nice? I have all this anger. Can you see those? Okay, hold on. This little thing here. I would give anything to hear from my children. I'd give anything. I'd give anything for them to care. What do you think of this? But when you've been wanting something so long, I just want them to make an effort. I want Connor, Caden, and Colin to make an effort. Instead of just listening to one story, instead of, you know, those gifts, they're not even going to remember, you know. They're not going to remember any of those gifts. They're going to mean nothing to the children when they get older. But the kids are going to be so angry and so mad, and they don't know what I went through in court. They weren't there. They didn't hear all the freaking lies these people told the court. And you know what? Stephen Clump did nothing. Stephen Clump did shit. Armin Karian did nothing. All they did was take my money. That hearing would have cost me $15,000. $2,000 towards Armin Karian, which was half of his fee, and the other $13,000 for a lawyer. That's for a one-day hearing, $15,000. I don't have that money. That's why nothing went my way. And then after the hearing, I would have had to pay more money to do objections. And these people, I wish I could get their names. I met them on the state bar. They're like freaking ass leeches. They go on the state bar, taking advantage of people. I mean, if I wanted to pay $13,000, I would have just picked up the phone. I just didn't have any more money. I had no more money to spend on lawyers. None. I'd give anything in this world for my sons to reach out to me and say, Mom, I miss you. That's my prayer, like every single day. Mom, I miss you. Mom, I want to see you. Every single day. Never happens. My children never reach out to me. Ever. Because they don't want to lose what they have. He has like a huge house. Like a huge house that his mother paid half the mortgage on. I don't know, it's between 3,000 and 4,000 square feet. It's a huge house. See, if they reach out to me, they're going to lose all of that. All I want is for somebody that can do something to help. Do something. No mother should have to go through this. No mother should have to deal with this. You know, people are supposed to be human. They're supposed to be people out there that have hearts and that care. I shouldn't be on my own for Christmas. I shouldn't. So I never vote for anybody because I don't have anything like for humanity. Nothing. Faith in humanity. Because I know there's like millionaires out there and people with tons of money that can do something. But they don't want to get involved. Because he's a freaking ex-police chief. And she thinks she's a humanitarian. And you know what? Shame on Michelle Lujan Gresham. Shame on her. She didn't even do anything. What was the other name? Imelda Fernandez? Is that her? She didn't want anything either. But you know what? If I was some freaking high profile political figure, they'd all want to do something. I have anger. I have so much anger. I have anger and I've hurt, and all I want is to see my children. That's all I want. I can't even get a freaking ass job. I've been trying. I applied to tons of things. I think it's my age. That's why I can't get a job. I'm struggling. I'm struggling internally. I'm struggling psychologically. I'm doing what I can. You know, but if there's people out there that can do something, you know, I would love that. I tried to even write to Bono. I just feel like no one cares, you know. No one cares. That you're a nobody. If I was a somebody, nobody gives a shit. Nobody wants to help. Nobody wants to do anything. If I won the lottery, I'd have all these people coming out of the freaking ass woodwork, wanting to help, wanting to do something. I've gone through this for 8 years. Connor, reach out to your mother. Caden, reach out to your mom. Colin, reach out to your mother. You have to listen to both sides. You can't just take their word for it. You know, and if they're threatening you and telling you that you're not allowed to talk to your mother, you should have nothing to do with people like that. They're bribing you. They're giving you all these freaking ass gifts. All so that you stay away from your mother. All that you... It's not right. You should care about your mother. You should want to be with your mother. You only get one mother. I am your mother. I gave birth to each of you. I gave birth to you because I wanted to. And the fact is that you don't reach out to me. You don't care enough about your mom to reach out to me. I hope everybody has a great Christmas. I hope everyone has a beautiful Christmas Eve. Enjoys their time with their family. That they get to hug and they get to kiss. They get to be with. I know that, believe me, I know that not all family gets together. It's for good. But can you imagine going 8 years not seeing your children, not being able to hug your kids, not being able to kiss your kids, not being able to talk to your children? You have no idea. You have no idea what it does to you. Psychological damage, not just to me, but to the kids. He's doing this. He's putting fear in my children. CYFD wanted nothing to do with it. They said I have no proof. They don't count what he's doing as child abuse. Don't count it. These children grow up screwed up, and they turn to drugs and they turn to alcohol, and they just, because no one helped them. I've been on my own. I can't afford a lawyer. I don't have any more money. I make videos. Check out my Instagram. You'll see. I write letters to my boys all the time. Nothing makes a difference. You keep holding on to this shimmer of hope, like this light at the end of the tunnel. For 8 years, I've been waiting for the light at the end of the tunnel. There hasn't been a light. There hasn't been a freaking shimmer or a flicker. I carry a lot of hurt and I carry a lot of anger, and I'm sure my kids do too. Because parental alienation is a horrible thing for any parent to go through. Especially when you don't have the funds to fight it. I wouldn't wish anybody to go through what I've gone through. I wouldn't wish anybody. You know, there's people in prison that gets to see their boys or their children, their girls. I never do. They won't let me see my kids at all. I can't even talk to them. I can't even FaceTime them. And you know what? It tears me apart. It tears me apart. It rips my heart out. People that care can't do anything. And the people that can do something want like $400 an hour and a $5,000 retainer. I don't have that. There's no lawyers out there that want to do anything. They're just happy to get dressed up in their suits from expensive tailors. They won't do anything good for people unless they get paid. I don't have any faith in humanity. I have none. I've gone through this on my own. I've struggled. I still struggle. And I don't know when I'll ever get to hear from my children. If they reach out to me and they talk to me, then they'll know that I am nothing like whatever he's put in their heads. They don't even miss me. They're so terrified to reach out to me, to go against him, and to go against his parents. What kind of people would put the children in this situation, would tear them away from their mother and badmouth, their mom to the children for 8 years? I couldn't even go to my son's communion. I couldn't even go to Colin's communion. I couldn't even go to Caden's communion. He destroyed my visitations. He's done everything he can to hurt me. Everything. He even tried to take the car from me. You know, I used to be a nice person. You know, I used to be nice. I used to care. This hardens you. It hardens you. Hardens your heart. Closes you off. I don't look forward to anything. I can't get a job. I've tried. My children are on my mind every single day. Connor is almost 18 and he wants nothing to do with me. I have to repair all the damage that they have done. I just want people to care. I want somebody that has the means to help and do something. And that's just not happened. There is no faith in humanity. Because I don't want people to tell me they're sorry. I don't care. Sorry doesn't help. And you know, Connor, Caden, and Colin, if you want nothing to do with me, that's your choice. If you want to believe them over me, that's your choice. If you want to turn your back on your mom, then just keep doing what you're doing. But if you want to stand up for what's right, and if you have a heart and you care, then you need to do something. You have to stop being afraid. He wants you to be afraid. Because when you're afraid, that's how he controls you. That's how Paul Brian Baca, that works in Sandia in Albuquerque, that's how he controls you. By making you afraid. Telling you that you're going to lose everything if you reach out to your mom. You're not going to lose anything. You're going to gain something more valuable than any of the gifts that they can give you. Reach out to your mom. Show your mother that you care. I hope you have a beautiful Christmas. And I just want you to know that I love you. And I care about each of you. Connor, Caden, and Colin, I care about you. Read all my letters that I wrote on Instagram. And you'll see, I write from my heart. I still have a heart, even though my heart is broken. I still write letters. I hate not being part of your life. I hate it. I hate waking up and not having you. I hate being a mother and not having my kids. I haven't been called mom forever. If you care and you want a relationship with your mom, you need to reach out. You need to fight for what you believe in your heart. You can't let somebody, especially a narcissist, control you. He wants you to be scared. He wants you to be terrified to reach out to me. Because that's how he controls you. That's how he controls your mind. I hope you have a beautiful Christmas. And the biggest gift that you can give me is to reach out and show me that you care. I love you. Love you, Connor. Love you, Kaden. And I love you, Colin.